Hey, how's it going, future me? So today we're going to show how to do a quick 3D map, how to have it just 3D but at a little bit of an angle so you can show the buildings. So first we're going to want to go to 3D buildings if available. You can also set false height if no 3D data. That's just for when there's not going to be any data around, and you can do that to kind of just see on Google Earth for how tall to make them in my experience. Leave topography off, but I'm just going to go anywhere around here that we can. There's some buildings. Go like right here. Okay, so we're gonna create file. Just keep everything default besides that. And wait for it to load, but already see that 3D axonometric view, and there we go. There is that building data that already came in. So from there, we're just gonna download it. We're gonna want to open that up in Rhino. Second to open up. And you should be able to see this right away, the top view perspective. You can see that there's a little bit of height to them. I like to go and just go to shaded, because whenever I export this, I'm going to need to see it. So there you can kind of just move it around, try to find an angle that you like. I usually like one that's about there, especially if it's one of these buildings. So we're just going to find it about there. And you're going to see these overlapping lines. This is something I haven't really learned how to work out. You're just going to have to go and fix those in Illustrator, unfortunately. But I think that this way is definitely worth it. So once you have it all selected, you're going to go to export selected right here. Export selected, and I'm going to change this to Adobe Illustrated. So I'm going to go right there and just name it whatever. If you're a student, you know the option. It already saves into an Adobe Illustrator file. So all you gotta do is open it up just like that. Now, when you first get it open, it's gonna be a little bit crazy, seeing all the overlapping lines and stuff. What I like to do is in the layers, you're gonna notice it already separates the buildings and roads, which is super helpful. So what I like to do is just select the buildings, properties, and then that's where you turn the stroke down and kind of see a lot more in there. Now, that's when it goes back to these overlapping lines that I was talking about earlier. I unfortunately haven't really found a way to avoid these. What I do is just go and you can select them one by one and delete them. So this is a little bit of a time-taking way to do it, if that's the word that you use. But yeah, I think once this is all cleaned up, you'll have something looking a lot better. And I can show a little example of how one of mine was looking, and looking a little bit like that, and probably even better. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.